Hey everybody, hello there. This is Douglas George Block III. It is now November 10th, 2019. Welcome to live chat number 139. Now the question is, who can answer this? Is 139 a prime number? First of all, who knows what a prime number is? Anybody who knows what a prime number is and can tell me whether 139 is a prime number will get a free copy of this chart, Healing from Depression, Self-Care Activities to Improve Your Mood. I used to be a math teacher. Let's see how many mathematical wizards are there. What is a prime number, and is 139 a prime number? Good way to get your brains started this morning, although you in the UK, it's 8 p.m. Well, there you have it. 14 straight days of sunshine in Portland, Oregon ended yesterday with rain in November. All good things must come to a pass, like the Golden State Warriors. Cesar, nice to hear from you. JD, Ms. Z, Anthony Olson from Kansas City. Dunn from mine, must be somewhere in UK. Lazy Eye Ranch, howdy, you sound like a rancher, don't you? What's up, Tony Issue, what part of Scotland? Evening, everybody. Sana Ismail, nice to hear from you. All right, any number divided by 1 or itself. What about numbers divided by 2? That's also divided by 1 in itself. Keep going, guys. Tell me what a prime number is, and is 139 a prime number? Hello from South Kansas. Well, I've been there. Billy Reed, good to see you. Hello, everybody. MD Nixon. How's life going in Austria? Working on your coursework. Are you actually in the psychology program in Australia? Austria? Australia, it's a lot warmer there. Anyway, yes. How are your studies going? Well, 22 people watching, not bad. JD, how do you know it was the 34th prime number? And you still need to tell me what a prime number is. You must have gotten that from Google, or you're a wizard. Mango Bango, hello, MD Nixon. Well, when you've got about 40 people here, I'm going to tell you something really exciting that happened to me Friday night. Hey Doug, my supplements are still working. I'm no longer taking medication, extra spray, and keep busy in the things I love. James Bartley, that's exactly what this, here it says, boost your psychological immune system, right here, right? Feed your spirit, have fun, spend time in nature, lighten up, get moving, talk yourself up. You're doing everything you should. Don't Google it, Patty Brady. Come on. There must have been someone here who took math, and no one is still telling me what a prime number is. God, we're 3 minutes into this. Is why young people today are so ignorant. Oh my God. Of course you used Google, naturally, JD, but you still haven't told me what a prime number is. Calculus and equations, yeah, it is brutal. But hey, look, is 6 a prime number? Tell me if 6 is a prime number, and if it isn't, tell me why. I hate to start getting off on mathematics, but speaking of which, let's give 2 jokes about mathematics. Okay, you guys from the UK, you have heard of Sir Arthur and the Round Table? Of course you have. You heard of Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain, but who invented the Round Table? Anybody know? Raise your hand. Who invented the Round Table? Anthony Olson, you hit the jackpot, only divisible by 1 in itself. So, is 6 a prime number? Anyway, come on, you guys from Britain, who invented the Round Table? I'll tell you it wasn't Sir Lancelot, it wasn't Sir Gawain, it was Circumference. I'll say that one more time. The inventor of the Round Table was not Sir Lancelot, it was not Sir Gawain, it was Circumference. What do you think? Hey, Cheyenne. I was supposed to write you and send you something on hope, and I haven't done so. Yeah, very good, James D. Excellent. Okay, you guys, you like that, huh? Maybe Bruce the cat has Douglas pinned to the couch. No, he's not a lap cat. He sits on the same chair all the time near the fireplace. Okay, another mathematician book. Look, I've been trying to lose weight. When you're 70 years old, you got to keep yourself trim. If you want to live, as long as you want. So, but I've had to give up my favorite dessert. What is the favorite dessert that Douglas George Block has had to give up? Pie. Especially when I'm doing complex equations. Right, 2 jokes about mathematics. Now, why was the math book depressed? Here's the 3rd joke. Tell me why the math book was depressed. Well, it had a lot of problems, for heaven's sakes. Somebody better laugh. Oh, you did? Anthony Olson, Leibniz after the German mathematician. Anthony Olson, you're a one hell mathematician. What did you do? You must have studied it. Chocolate, yes. Mental health is a collective balance. Thank you. All right, well, okay, we've got 31 people, that's enough. So on Friday night, I had a really amazing experience. I saw a new movie that opened up in America. I hope it comes to Britain. It's called, I'll tell you the name of it, okay? For a free chart, tell me what this book was about. Movie, it's called Harriet. By the way, just as an aside, I haven't put up a new video in quite some time, but I've been busy writing a book. But next Monday, I'm going to have one up called "If You Can't See the Light at the End of the Tunnel, What Do You Do?" It's about how to basically overcome despair when nothing seems like you're never going to get out of this predicament. Yeah, supplements, sleep, exercise, hobbies, social. You got it, James. My technical difficulties last week were due to my computer locking up. Nothing about YouTube. Hopefully we're not having them right now, are we? We're all good? Anyway, what is Harriet about? You guys, come on. It was a movie just released in the United States on November 1st. I'll give you about 20 seconds. If you can't tell me, I'll tell you what it's about. A hint. This person's going to be on the American $20 bill within a year. Harriet Tubman, Ms. Z, good for you. Did you know she was going to be on the $20 bill? And who is Harriet Tubman and why is she so famous? You had to tutor your daughter in math, writing, etc. Wow. College at 13, you got a smart gal. Well, you got to stay alive for her. Huh? Anthony, how's your depression going? Staying alive for your kids is a wonderful thing to do. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. Never start a conversation with pi. They'll just go on and on and on. Kelly, you're brilliant. People don't know that pi is a number that has, goes on to infinity. But you do, and that's why you tell that joke. MD Nixon moved to someplace in Austria. That's all I know. All right. Let's have some questions about healing from depression. I want to say again that this channel is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and it's not meant to diagnose or prescribe any mental health treatment. For that, go see your practitioner. But Douglas Block, DB means data bank. I've been in this field for 50 years, 52 years. Starting at 18, I'm now 70. I know a lot of stuff about mental health recovery, both from 4 times of hospitalization. I've written dozens of books, and I've read hundreds of books, and I've written about 8, but that's still pretty good. Ms. Z, where do you live? You must go see this movie. Seriously, you would appreciate it tremendously. And you're weaning off citalopram at the moment, taking 5 milligrams. Yes, Linda Hurst, go very slowly. 1, do it under the supervision of a doctor. 2, and drink a lot of water, and also get acupuncture if you can. Okay, so if you guys want an excuse to see this movie, there's a song. You just go type this into Google. It's called Song from Harriet. Oh, if I can only spell Harriet right. It's called Stand Up. STANDUP exclamation point. Listen to that song. Do I recommend acupuncture for depression? It seems to work better for anxiety, but it does balance your body, so it's good for general health. You wouldn't say you would use it to treat depression, but it'll help balance you. Hey, Rosie Bangle. Yeah. 5 guys walking to where you think one of them would have seen it. You guys are very funny. Why acupuncture? It's just an overall good, when you balance the energy, balance the chi, it just makes you feel better. There's not something specific about it. Yes, to Australia to study psychology, like I first said, days were hard, but slowly getting better. I still have symptoms of depression, anxiety, but manageable. You wonder if you need medication or not? Talk to a doctor. Usually I think if you can get by without it, it's a good thing, but everybody's different. PRT and gameplay. Hey Douglas, I'm on Xanax 2 milligrams for the past 4 years. I want to quit. Any advice, please? And withdrawal effects or symptoms? I'm on Zoloft for 7 weeks now. Well, again, under the supervision of a doctor. There's a video by Will Hall called How to Come Off Psychiatric Medication. It's very informational. But again, your doctor is your basic supervisor, and slowly, you need to reduce much more slowly than the literature says. New York Times had a big article called How to Come Off of Antidepressants, exclamation point, very slowly. You should read the New York Times article. Yes, yes, a light box, Kat. You know, I'm going to have that thing next to me from now on. It's amazing. It's a light book. It's about this big, maybe about 7 inches by 7 inches. You can get it from Light, L-I-T-E book. Here, I'll give it to you. L-I-T-E. It's a very good investment if you want to stay sane over the winter. Lightbook.com. By the way, on Friday, well, it's too late now, the Board of Psychology voted on whether or not to reduce my fine for practicing psychology without a license, even though I didn't. Hold good thoughts that it happened. I can put this thing behind me. My blood pressure has always been high, MD Nixon, so Wellbutrin certainly hasn't made it any higher. But, you know, everybody's different. So tell your doctor, if you want to go on it, start very small and gradually go up. And if the blood pressure spikes, you can always stop it. That's what I would do. Third week of taking Wellbutrin, feeling better, but I can't sleep. Does that get better? Well, for some people, insomnia, maybe, but hard to say. It should get better. If not, there's trazodone, amitriptyline, and Remeron, all safe antidepressants for sleep. Talk to your doctor about it. Hey, Laura, Portland, Maine. I love Portland, Maine. That's where my cat Bruce was born. Yeah, Lightbook is the name of the. It's about $200 for that light, but you can probably get a light box on Amazon for less money than that. But if you have the money, it's worth spending it. Otherwise, go on Amazon.com and put in Lightbox. Yes, it's hard to get around campus. I'm sorry, Alden Sanders, but you know, most campuses are ADA approved, which means there are ramps. They have to be that way, right? Don't they have to provide for wheelchairs to get to classes? And did you get put in a wheelchair because you have an accident, or because you have a serious disease? I hope not. Yes, Linda, it will stay strong. Son, I found my anxiety went away a little after depression during about the anxiety would come first. Yes, well, James, anxiety and depression come together 80% of the time. As my gym teacher used to say, listen up, you guys. When you have anxiety, you usually have depression, vice versa. Now, I have found when my depression gets treated, my anxiety goes away. But for other people, when the anxiety gets treated, the depression goes away. So either way, you know, you should work on both, but they often do come together. Wow. Muhammad said something that was I missed because these things are coming a mile a minute, but I got to read. Can someone tell me what Muhammad said? I missed it. Who I really, really like. So tell me what he said so I can give him some encouragement. I'm trying to find his. Yeah, I'm trying to find his comment, but I just can't find it. So, yeah. What did Muhammad say? Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep looking through this. So, Muhammad, can you again write your comment again? Oh, I almost took my own life yesterday? Wow. No, you have to stay alive, Muhammad. You will get better. This is only temporary. This is only transitory. Look, if you get your email address, I'll send you a free copy. Or look up on my channel, Muhammad. Here's the name of the video. It's called 4 Words That Can Save Your Life. Okay, for a free chart, what are those 4 words that can save your life? Someone raise their hand. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Laura, sorry you had those side effects with trazodone. Everybody's different. Hey guys, 14 minutes after the hour, 40 people watching. I hate to sound mercenary, but you know, every Sunday I love to go out riding, but I'm here with you guys because I believe in you and want to help you. But it would be nice to get a few shekels. There's a little $sign on the bottom of your thread. It's called a super chat. If you click on it, you'll contribute something. You'll go to the head of your class. 99 cents is all it takes to get on super chat Oh my God, there's some beautiful birds outside. I got to fill my bird feeder. Wow. You got it right, Kelly Burns. You've studied well. And by the way, Kelly, I'm going to be sending you the information about this new book. Wow, I love your German comment. I wish I knew what it was. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger is from Nietzsche. I like your new video with Colin versus Pumpkin, Lazy. I'm not sure who won there. Yep. I noticed that my main problem is rumination. Oh yeah. You have to basically say cancel, cancel, and focus on something on the outside. I have a video called How to Overcome Rumination if you want to see it. Hey, Zari, Kalife. Anyway, Mohammed, was that helpful? You have to hang in there. Things will get better. Is it normal to have muscle tension with depression? Absolutely. Very normal. Wow, someone just wrote me and said, I've lost hope in this world. I'm 48 years old. I failed at almost everything. What would you say to this guy? I need to respond to him. Someone just wrote me an email and said, I've lost hope. I failed at everything. You guys are wise. What should I tell them? Well, first of all, I'm going to say that there is no such thing as failure. When Thomas Edison was asked why he failed to make a light bulb 2,000 times, he said, I didn't fail anything. I found 2,000 ways not to make a light bulb. And on the 2001st, he succeeded. Muscle tension, progressive muscle relaxation, going in hot tubs, hydrotherapy, maybe having more calcium, magnesium. Go to a good naturopath, and you'll find lots of ways to do it naturally. And if you think there's something more serious, go to an internist. Wow, your son is homeless with schizophrenia, but he has friends. Well, thank goodness for that. If you have friends, what did James Stewart say at the end of It's a Wonderful Life? No man is poor if he has friends. Thank you, Zaria. Well, Mohammed, we're all rooting for you, You can always email me, and, I'll give you some encouragement. I'll send you some uplifting videos. I'll send you some words of inspiration. And, get the email addresses of some of these other people. And here it is, Schmutz and all, douglasblock@gmail.com. Whoops. Yeah, send me your email, and I will send you some good information. Well, still waiting for my first contribution, but I'm not going to, 20 minutes after the hour, I'm not going to, harp on it too much. Well, what's it like? What's the weather like where you guys are? UK, Kansas, Portland, Maine? The problem is I always check how I feel, my thoughts, and wonder if I'm healing or not. That's OCD, that's rumination. I don't know how to cope with it. I think of course it's overthinking. You have to say, cancel, and then immediately focus on something else. Go take a walk around the block, jump up and down, do jumping jacks, take 5 deep breaths, Go eat an ice cream cone. Magnesium is a great help for me. Yes, magnesium is known to relax muscles. Do I offer therapy sessions? I used to have groups. I've temporarily stopped them, but I can put you in contact with some really good therapists, Pepina Sandercia. And I do coaching one-on-one. It's not therapy. It's just based on my book. Zari Kaf Life, I'm from Lebanon. Boy, do I love Lebanese food, and I'm sorry that your country has had to go through so much suffering. Is the battery charged up today? It's 69% charged. If it starts going down, I'm going to get the power cord. But you know what? I'll turn down the lighting a little bit. Shit, what did I do there? Hold on. There we are. Can you still see me okay? I turned down the screen. Light on the screen always reduces battery power. Ashwagandha has helped me with anxiety and sleep. Isn't ashwagandha? What is ashwagandha? It's not the. What's the stuff that makes you hallucinate that they use in Brazil, and the curanderos and the medicine men use? Is that ashwagandha? If so, it's very psychoactive. But there's also something else like that that's an adaptogen that's not, doesn't do that. So tell me what ashwagandha is. What kind of coaching do I do? You simply get my book, you read the 12 Weeks to Recovery, and you complete the exercise, and I just go over it with you over the phone. I purchased a treadmill to motivate me to keep walking through the upcoming winter. I feel like I'm turning the corner of this depressive episode. Good for you, Kelly Burns. You're smart, and you're dedicated, and you're motivated. You will overcome. So I'm going to look up ashwagandha since somebody's telling me what it is. No one has told me what to do. This 48-year-old who thinks he's hopeless and helpless. I want some good feedback for him or some good support. Okay, where's Google? Right here. Here we go, as soon as it comes up. What is ashwagandha? Okay, that's not what it is. It looks like it's not the, ayahuasca is the one that makes you go crazy. That's right, or puts you into hallucination. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen, like rhodiola. Yeah, I can see why people would take that. Hey, RCB, Rachel, my favorite name. I was going to name my daughter Rachel. I didn't because I never had a daughter. Ascending ginseng, and it's an adaptogen. A therapist recommended. Good for you, Laura. Thank you. I just looked it up. Rainy in the UK. What else is new? Good work on the trip. Chris Geiser, my favorite contributor. I got an update. I found a local licensed clinical social worker, and first appointment was on 12/12 at 9 a.m. Well, 12/12 is a very auspicious day because my godson's brother, Thelonious, is turning 50 that day. Let's wish happy birthday to Thelonious in advance, will we? I was shocked at how bad my son looked. It's heartbreaking for a mother not to be able to help her child. You can still put him on the prayer list. I have to get better myself. I kicked him out because he hurt me. I feel terrible. Well, yeah, but you can't be around someone who's violent, and you need to protect yourself first. Otherwise, you can't help him. But again, you should be talking about this with a therapist. And I was going to put something on, have something on, but I forgot what it was. Oh well. Okay, Rachel, any questions? Anybody else? Ashwagandha, good adaptogen, relieves stress. Probably not a bad idea. Check with your doctor first. All right, so what was my last video? How to overcome social anxiety. Has anyone here had social anxiety? And if so, how have you overcome it? And by the way, Mohammed, reach out for support for the people here. They're there for you. Hey, Rosie, and hi, Taco. Where's Taco? Taco Platter? Did he just come on? One of my favorite contributors. Nope, I don't see him, but I'm sure he's there if you said hello to him. You're here for the jokes, MJ Brooklyn. Well, let's try some. Well, this is one that everybody likes. Why was this, Wizard of Oz, right? You remember how it ended? You got a brain? Well, he went on to become a successful neurosurgeon. Can you believe it? The Scarecrow becoming a neurosurgeon? Do you know why? He was outstanding in his field. Okay. What did the electrician say when he was fired? I mean, electricians, they make a lot of money. Well, when he said when he got fired, he said, "I'm shocked." And the last thing is, oh, this is great. I'm a writer. I love grammar. So I saw this T-shirt. The first line is, "Let's eat grandma." The next line said, "Let's eat grandma." And the third line says, "Commas save lives." Let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. Commas save lives. Pretty clever, don't you think? All right. Okay. Did I fulfill your need, MJ Brooklyn? 3 jokes. You're suffering from social anxiety. I'm going to a therapist about it. I'm afraid to even look for a job at times. Well, that's something to overcome if you're looking for a job. But you do social anxiety by exposure. I have a video about it. You have to slowly build up to being around people, and you'll get desensitized, and slowly you'll get used to it, and you'll overcome it. That's what all therapy recommends. I'm glad you're seeing a therapist. Jean van der Meulen, sounds like you're from the Netherlands. I've always wanted to go there and see the Van Gogh Museum, as Diane Keaton says, in Manhattan. Hi, Doug. Is it true that Zoloft has side effects, the nature of which are the same as those caused by anxiety and depression? For some people, Zoloft and other SSIs cause anxiety instead of relieving it. It's a paradoxical reaction. I had it. On the other hand, my wife took Zoloft to put her to sleep. So yes, that's why I always recommend start small, like 25 milligrams and work your way up. Of course, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not prescribing, I'm just telling you my experience. Go talk to your doctor, and if you're concerned about the side effects, always good to start very small and build up. RCB, Linda Hursty, Reese-Talpram, me too, same dose, so it's hard to get off this med. Mohammed, mental problems are looked at as stigma. It's not easy to disclose your sufferings. I know the Gaza slip. I know there's a stigma, but there must be therapists, psychologists, social workers. I mean, I know it's a poor country, but even in poor countries, there are professionals. So you just need to say it to the right people. And you can also come here. There are online depression chat groups, so you can find an online community. But I think there should be somebody in Gaza Strip you can talk to who's a professional. I found Zoloft was a nightmare, got terrible anxiety from it. Everyone is different, yeah. Zoloft, the worst SSRI in my opinion, absolutely. For you, I got anxiety too, but everybody's different. That's why you have to start very slowly. Lazy Ranch, he's doing better in some ways. He started drawing again. He did some nice drawings of the town. He sells copies for 50 cents. It's Torristown, Idaho. Well, good. See, he's being creative. Creativity is very good for depression, very good for mental illness. He's selling them. He's getting a sense of self-esteem. He's got friends, so it could be a lot worse. And yeah, you needed to protect yourself. Again, I hope you're going to see a therapist, by the way, Lazy Ranch. Maybe that you're on the California, Medicaid, maybe you can find somebody. Ashwagandha is real good for anxiety, Doug. Well, it helped you. Other people should look into it, perhaps. RCB says to Rosie, how is your day? Kelly Burns, for the first 48, I'm 48 years old. Oh, for him, pretend the person you love and care about the way came to you and told you that what you just did, what would you say? That's beautiful, Kelly. You're a wise man. I broke my arm in 2 places. You know what the doctor told me? Stay out of those places. Billy Reed, for someone who's been depressed and had, ECT, you are a crack up. Whoever came, MJ Brooklyn, what do you think of that joke? All right, let's go back here. Not bad. What kind of pills are beta blockers? Will they help me for social anxiety? That's what people take oftentimes. Propranolol, and there's Inderol, same thing, and there's one other. But propranolol is the one that is most used for social anxiety, performance anxiety, for people like Barbara Streisand. Did I change from Zoloft to something else? I stopped Zoloft completely. I stopped everything completely. I wasn't on antidepressants for a long time, but now I'm on Wellbutrin. Very funny joke, Billy Reed. Excellent. Kevin K.O., I just started another situational depressive episode. Luckily, I've not had one in 3 years. Your videos are a lot of help. Thank you for sharing your videos. Well, thank you, Kevin K.O. You're more than welcome. You might have been thinking of making a little contribution down below. And the next one, I find it very hard to get to know new people at the university. As you've studied as well, Douglas, how do you connect to foreign people? Well, you start a conversation when they're in the class. Find someone who you want to study with. That's a good idea. Or ask someone to go over your homework with you. So getting to know classmates is probably the best thing. Maybe there's clubs there you can join, or do some volunteer work there. How to make friends with social anxiety? Well, very slowly. First, you need to deal with the anxiety, and again, there's ways to do that, mostly exposure, sometimes medication. You should be under the care of a therapist. Hi, Catherine Goldie. Wow, nice to hear from you from the UK. Did you hear about my joke about who invented the round table? It was circumference. Hezra just came by to say thanks for sharing your experience with mental health issues. You're helping a lot of people fight their depression. Well, thank you, Hezra. Do you have any particular videos that have helped you on the channel? Thank you for the blast email yesterday. I don't know who that was, but I don't know who you're thanking, but whoever it is says you're welcome. I couldn't take Zoloft, says Lazy Ranch. Only took 2 weeks into it before I got sick. 5 different antidepressants before Wellbutrin. The worst was Cymbalta, but it helps some people. One man's meat's another man's poison, said Paul. Khan Jafar, hello sir, I want to know why I feel that my everyday life is a war. I don't have the guts to face it. Really feel, well, you're suffering from depression. Khan Jafar, clinical depression, major depression, that's what it feels like. Just to get through the day, just to survive is like a war. Again, mental health treatment is the way out. I know you probably live in the Middle East like Muhammad, but hopefully there's some people out there who are helpful. I'm seriously thinking to put an end to the pain. I doubt anybody will kick up a fuss. Well, we will here. Not for a crock like me. Now, Muhammad, you're a child of spirit. You are a divine being in a physical body. You're not a crock. You're a sacred being. You got to start thinking about yourself differently. Do you have any friends? Do you have any family? There must be somebody who would miss you or be upset if you died. Yeah, you're just going through a bad patch, Muhammad. Please hang in there, The next day the sun could shine. The Golden State Warriors were the #1 team in basketball. 5 straight years they went into the finals. Now they're in last place. Your fortune can change very quickly for the worse, but also for the better. My God, I thought I was done on 5 different occasions. I was really at the end of life, but I just got resurrected. Yeah, Billy Reed, thank you. We care about you. Things will give it, I promise. Keep going. Thank you, Billy. Why don't you offer your email address? That would be great. Maybe you guys could email each other. I mean, you don't have to, but be one way you could support him. At universities and clubs, connect with classmates for study groups. Yeah, go to events and spark up conversations. I teach at university. Well, Anthony Olson, I wonder why you're so friggin' smart. Where do you teach? What do you teach? And where do you teach? It's amazing you've been able to teach with the depression. Yeah, Anthony, where do you live? What subject do you teach and where do you teach? I'm curious. Tried bisoprolol a few months ago. It helped with anxiety, but I gained 10 pounds a month. That's why I stopped it. Wow. I don't think propranolol does that, but you may want to check the side effects. Hey, Kyle, nice to see you. Thank you, Billy. Hey, what Billy said is absolutely true, Muhammad. We care about you. Keep on going. You've got us every week. I don't care if nobody else out there you think cares about you. Everybody on this live chat, just keep showing up every Sunday and keep promising us you'll stay alive another week, just 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Have you seen that, Mohammed? Have you seen some of my videos? They're really, really good. Why don't you, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you go to my website, my YouTube channel, copy that link and paste it right here so Mohammed can see it. Bring structure into your life email. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really good. So you signed up for my my depression e-tips. Yeah, they're very good, aren't they? I feel like I can never reach my goals. It's too late even to start, says Krishani Cruz. No, Grandma Moses didn't start painting until she was 79. No, a lot of people started their careers in their 50s, 60s, even 70s. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. Well, it's 33 after the hour and still no donation. I wish Taco Platter were here. He'd give me a few bucks. All right. The video that was helping me the most was how to cope with suicidal thoughts. Your transparency has helped a lot. When you said don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle, you gave me a lot of hope. Billy Reed. Billy Reed has just given his email address to Mohammed. BillyReed202@gmail.com. Thank you, Billy. That was very, very kind of you. Whoops. How to donate? Well, click on the $sign. There, Chris Geiger's donated $5. What a mensch. You always come through, Chris. Thank you. You click on the $sign. It says how much you want to contribute, and you just put in the amount, starting at 99 cents. Or you can pay me with PayPal. And my douglasblock@gmail.com. Hey, Chris, do I have your email? I'd like to send you one of my ebooks as a thank you for your donation. So the person, MJ Brooklyn, you can set up a PayPal account and pay me that way, or you can just click on one of those dollar signs. Do you know we had a change to daylight savings time? I was thrown up. I wondered when the sun was ever going to come up. And then it dawned upon me. Joke number one. You know, this is a season where a lot of people are getting the flu, they're getting flu shots. I just heard the other day a conversation. One elevator said to the other, I think I'm coming down with something. That was joke number two. You know, I don't have dogs, but a lot of people do. They can get dirty. One person said, I used spot remover on my dog. Now he's invisible. Joke number three. MJ Brooklyn, what do you think? There's Chris, CJ Geyser, 79. Were you born in 1979, Chris? That means I'm 30 years older than you are. I have seniority. Oh, can I show that chart again? Of course, Ms. Z, anytime. Let me just get Chris's address here so I can go ahead and send him something nice. All right, let's get back to the live chat. All right, so here's the chart. If you go to my website, Healing from Depression, you can get this chart right off the internet. It's called Self-Care Activities to Improve Your Mood. I think it's on the Brain Maintenance Plan link. $2, Annie T. What a mensch. Thank you. 40 years old. See, I'm Sherlock Block, and I'm 70. I'm just going to call you son. How's that? 10 thumbs up. Thanks. Well, MJ Brooklyn, anytime you want to joke, raise your hand. I've got about 100 of them. A Controller Brain, thank you for your work. Well, you're welcome, Controller. Would you like a copy of this chart? Right here. Email me. DouglasBlock@gmail.com, right there. You're welcome, Controller Brain. Happy to do it. Thank you, Andy T. Trying to send some money? Well, see what happens. Sure, why not? I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I'm going to send you a book. Is that chart based on behavioral activation? Well, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's based on cognitive behavioral therapy. It's based on something called CBT, very popular here in America, all around the world. CBT right here, cognitive behavioral therapy. Change your mind, change your behavior. Safe to put CC online. I don't know what CC means, but the super chat donation is completely safe. So I'm not quite sure what CC means, but yeah. All right, social anxiety, exposure. Now I did another one about loneliness. Boy, that's a killer. I was very lonely during college. I couldn't make friends. I had social anxiety. I was depressed when I was 18 through 21. Oh my God, what a nightmare. But I finally overcame it and just forced myself to go up to strangers on the mall, especially women who I was afraid of. My God, Joan, there's a hummingbird. Oh my goodness. What a good sign that was. Hummingbirds are amazing, right by the window. You guys are good luck. Shelley Knight, it's great to see you. Yeah, I think they take your debit card. Don't worry about it. No one's going to copy it. That's how people donate here. They use their debit card or credit card. They certainly don't pay cash. You're fine. No one has ever complained about it. My father died in the hospital because we could not remember his blood type. He kept telling us, be positive. It's hard to be without him. Shelley Knight, I thought you were serious. God, that's a morbid joke. What do you think about that, MJ Brooklyn? I went to a restaurant that serves breakfast at any time, so I ordered a French toast during the residence. Philly Reed, for someone who's been seriously depressed, where do you get these jokes? You are very, very good. Okay, tell me your source. You must have a book. You couldn't, if you invented these, you're a genius. You were told by a previous therapy that CBT doesn't work? Who is that previous therapist? It's the most widely used therapy for depression. Aaron Beck, who promoted it, is a genius. Is DPDR a part of anxiety? Yes, it is, Paul. It's part of an anxiety disorder, absolutely. I've had a number of people in my groups, mostly young people, who have it from smoking bad marijuana. When I was young, I was so bright, my father called me son. God, MJ Brooklyn, this is all for you. They're going nuts here. I have to copy this joke, by the way. Guess what? You guys have given me a brilliant idea. I owe everything to you. I'm writing a book on right now on suicide prevention for the person struggling. And I'm going to have a whole chapter of really bad puns, 100 of them, 100 puns to lighten up your day. So keep coming back, keep contributing them. You're going to be famous one day. I tell doctor I didn't sleep last night. Doctor asked what the night before. Solution, sleepy every other night. Two presses walking down the street and one was assaulted. Oh my God. Miss Z, these are getting worse. MJ Brooklyn, 3 cheers. You've unleashed an avalanche of bad puns. Jokes are from my fave comics, and what is that? Whatever they're from, it's a good resource. Billy Reed, where do you live? Are you somewhere in the UK? Oh my God. I'm going to copy this. Did you give me your email address, Billy Reed? I want to make sure I have it. You did. All right. Again, you guys have given me a brilliant, brilliant idea. Love you guys. Yes, love you, MJ Brooklyn. I love your last name because that's where my mother was born, Borough Park. Catherine Goldie, my CB therapist sees me at home every 2 weeks. I'll see her tomorrow. Well, tell the person, have I spoken to Big No No? His last video said, what? Hold on, I haven't spoken to him in ages. Wait a second. Yeah, Billy, I got your email already, but this is for anybody who wants good jokes, email Billy Reed. Okay. Yes, I did receive your email yesterday. I'm going to, someone just donated $20. It had to be Kelly Burns, my favorite person. Someone just made an important point. Andy T, Mr. Brooklyn trying some money. Billy Reed, yes. Miss Z, CBT does work, don't believe it. Yes. The Great Depression with Gary Gilman on HBO. Yes, it's brilliant. I'm going to have him recommend my book. Yes, Chris Geiser. Listen to Chris Geiser. What do you think, Chris? Oh my God, you remember some of the things he said? It was amazing. What a funny man. Did he have depression straight? He needed ECT to save his life. Thank God he had that compassionate partner. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Chris, please, will you write that again? The Great Depression with Gary Goldman? Great. $20. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That had to be from Kelly, isn't it? It is. You're more than welcome, Kelly. I'm going to send you the. Aren't you going to give me some feedback on my new book? You're a mensch. Oh, what did I just do? I just closed the window. Yikes. Now what do I do? Well, there you guys are. You're on the other side. Okay, one for your new book. I told my psych I was suicidal, now he wants me to pay in advance. That is very, very, very dark. Here's one. I have good news and bad news, said the doctors. The clients, the patients said, I have bad news and worse news. What's the bad news? Oh, you only have 1 day to live. Well, what's the worst news? I've been trying to get a hold of you for 24 hours. I put that on my most popular video called How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain, and some people absolutely hated it, that it was bad. I'm going to check out The Great Depression. Yes, Controller Brain. Watch that, everybody. Well, Chris Geiser, what do you think? You're killing me, yes. You've seen it 4 times already. Is it still on HBO? You know, they put it on for Mental Health Day, National Mental Health Day. They put it on for free. Can you believe it? For a whole 4 days in a row. I sent it to everybody I know. Gary Goldman, The Great Depression, he should be giving an Oscar for that. Yeah, the therapist I'm seeing uses CBT therapy. I need to kick the mean girl out of my head. I would never talk like that to another person. Thank you. Rudy Zavendno. I don't know what that means, Andy T. Well, we're 45 minutes into the hour. Actually, we're at 12:48. We have 12 minutes left. I have 28% left on the battery. I think we're going to make it. Anyway, look, you guys are going to really help out. You're going to help people who are really struggling. DouglasBlog@gmail.com, right? Send me any bad puns you can. Don't just put them on this live chat. Really, fantastic. All right, what else have we got here? Yes, I purchased a new mattress for my partner, Joan. She's had 3 nights of sleep, no more back pain, no more backaches. It's transformed her life. Thank you very much, MJ Brooklyn, for remembering. And where do you live again? I know you don't live in Brooklyn. But anyway, yes. We did get that mattress. Gary Goldman, the Great Depressed, has a lot of YouTube clips. He does? Oh my goodness, thank you. That's amazing. Callie Burns, you and Chris Geiser, thank you. Everybody who's watching this live chat needs to see that film. Oh, I know. Someone asked something about Noah, and I'm trying to find that. Can anybody, can you repeat that again? About Noah? The last video said something. Yeah, I can't find it right now. So yeah, please tell me what Noah, about the last video that Noah made. That would be really helpful. When should one consider hospitalization? Please remind us. Anthony Elson, okay. I still want to know what you teach and where you teach. And who's a cast member at Disney? Ruiz Zavendo, but what does that have to do with us? Okay. So, Anthony, if you are unsafe, if you think you might harm yourself in the next 24 hours, you need to go to the hospital. The second reason you need to go to the hospital, if you are not able to take care of yourself, eat, get out of bed, usually someone else will then suggest you go there. So if you're unable to function for a long period of time and it's affecting your physical health and you're thinking of harming yourself, the hospitals are good, crisis stabilization. I went to the hospital in January 2016 to save my life. How are you? I'm Elodie Cateau. You must be French. I'm doing well. Yeah, so I did ask you where it's from. By the way, Elodie Cateau, I said I'm doing well. All these ignorant millennials say I'm doing good. Okay, for a free chart, what's wrong with I'm doing good? Why is that good, not the right way to say how you're doing? If you say I'm doing good, it means I'm giving money to charity. It doesn't mean I'm in a good mood or I'm in good health. So what is wrong with the phrase doing good when you should be saying doing well? Someone tell me. I hope someone remembers grammar here. As he said with 11 minutes and 5 seconds to go. That's right. Any Disney dorks here? Yes, I grew up watching Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. Of course I'm a Disney dork. Yes, control our brain. You wake up, ruminate before you go to sleep and wake up. Well, that's depression. Do you take any sleep medication? And again, well, I would get up and do some jumping jacks or do something physical. That's the best way to change your consciousness. I wish I could afford a new mattress. I'm sleeping on a lumpy futon I got for free. Wow. Visualize a new mattress, Lazy Eye Ranch. You deserve it. A Disnoid. Is that like a solenoid battery? I teach music at Northwestern Missouri State. Wow. You're in Missouri, a conservative state. I'm sorry to hear it, but anyway. $10 from Danny Olson. Hey, Danny, thank you again, a past contributor. How are you doing? Ms. Z, a neutron walks into a bar and asks the bartender how much for a drink. The bartender turns around and says, for you, no charge. By the way, did you hear about the dyslexic who walked into a bar and asked for a bra? Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that joke and paste it in my joke book. Oh my God, I should easily have 100 puns to put in this book. All right. A great idea that you guys told me about. Thank you. Here's one. Tell me what you think of this. Did you hear about the dyslexic, agnostic insomniac? The dyslexic, agnostic insomniac. He stayed awake all night asking himself, is there a dog? He stayed awake all night asking himself, is there a dog? The dyslexic, agnostic insomniac. MJ Brooklyn, what do you think of that joke? Control Brian, try Robin. It's great against rumination before going to bed. I agree. It's a great medication. Try watching a movie and think about it. Distract yourself or do sports. MJ Nixon, you are right on the money. Do my partner have any children or grandchildren? No, I always wanted to have kids, but both women I was with didn't want any. But I do have 2 godchildren who have children. I helped to raise them, so they're kind of surrogate children. Oh, really? He was looking at going to rehab. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for telling me about that. Yeah, Noah's a friend of mine. We live just 5 miles from each other, and I will give him a call. I wonder why he hasn't got a hold of me. Alcoholism is absolutely horrible. You wouldn't want to wish addiction on your worst enemy. Do you agree with me? I haven't had a TV set for over 4 years because my antenna got turned in high wind and I can't climb that tower. Wow. At least you can watch stuff on the internet. Elodie Cateau, I felt anxious all day, but talking to friends is very helpful. Absolutely. Kelly Burns laughed at something. Rosie Bangle, thanks for the, whoops. Where are you, Rosie? Thanks, RC. Gonna write you soon. That means Rachel. Rachel and Rosie Bangle. I kind of like it. Hysterical, thanks. Okay, just asking you shall receive, MJ Brooklyn. That's what the Bible says, right? I'm really down today. I hate living with depression. Who likes living with depression? Raise your hand if you like it. No, I don't like it. Nobody likes it. Yes, it sucks. But it's treatable and it can be overcome. Try out Remeron. Yeah, talk to your doctor about it. It's a good medication. What are your options on Dr. Week's approach to anxiety? Opinions? I think she does a wonderful job. Claire Weeks, she's famous. Why do you think a therapist would say to me, you mean, what do you think? He'd say, let's work on some ways. Missy, if you give me your email address, I have an 82-page slideshow that I gave at a seminar. It's amazing. I took 6 months to create it. Email me. I will send you a free copy of this slideshow on how to overcome anxiety. Oh, I don't know why he would say that, or she. Ask them. Ask why they would say CBT wouldn't work when it's the most used therapy in all treating depression. MD Nixon, I've been jogging for 2 weeks and my mood improves a lot. It feels like a drug. It is a drug. Exercise is a drug. It's a positive drug. It changes your brain chemistry. Tony Robbins, the great motivational therapist, said the best way and the quickest way to change your state of mind is to change your physiology. Why do you think people smoke crack cocaine? It goes to your brain in 30 seconds. Or why do you think shoot heroin? It goes to your brain in about 2 minutes. Those are ways to change your physiology, but however, they have a really bad downside. It's called addiction and eventually death. Exercise, however, only helps you live longer and feel better. It is the panacea for depression. Not totally. Some people, it doesn't help, but 99% of the people it does. Okay. DJ Kitty Loader. And what is that for? And did you see, was I going to send you something? 81, you were born 1981. God, you're young. What are you, 28? You're going to 38. Aha. My godson's 39. You're born 1 year apart. Group therapy for CBT. Help me. Group therapy is wonderful if you find the right group. Hallelujah, says Miss MJ Brooklyn. Whoops, slow battery. 14% left, but 6 minutes. We'll make it. What advice do you have a person to start a YouTube? Well, people used to ask me, I've been writing for 40 years. What do you think you need to have to become a writer? Here it comes. Ready? Take notes, everybody. I'm talking about nonfiction. What do you need to become a nonfiction writer? You have to have something you want to say. Same thing with a YouTube video. Do you have something you want to say? Then go register and start putting stuff online and use good keywords, and hopefully you'll soon start a following. Even if one person has helped, it's worth it. And what are you going to email me? What did I promise to send you? DJ Kitty Liver. You know, I talk to so many people so quickly. Yeah, email me and remind me what you wanted to send me. That would be cool. Meanwhile, I'm going to copy your email address. Maybe it's that I asked you guys to send me lots of good jokes. Sandra, I used to do exercise all the time. Now I have a hard time moving. I just want to lay down. Now I'm atrophied. Exercise is hard. How do I get my own way and get fit again? One step at a time. Find someone to exercise with or join a gym, and if you can afford it, hire a personal trainer. That will make you show up at least one day a week. You need other people when you're stuck. Everybody, reaching out for support is the most effective way to survive a depressive episode. People are a lifetime. We are hardwired to be social. Go look at my video called Social, Why We Are Hardwired for Connection. Can you respect how to get the how to beat anxiety? I'm not quite sure what that means, Leah. I'm new to the channel. I want to know how often these live chats happen. Sandeep, I thought I've seen you before. Every week, noon Sunday Pacific time. Should I write that down? Live, whoops, if I can write it. Live chat Sundays at noon. There used to be a song, Never on a Sunday. BC. There it is. If you shoot at mimes, should you use a silencer? You are too much. You also need a pen or a computer to be right. Well, guess what? There's millions of pens in the world. Thank you for stating the obvious. I really appreciate it. Sandeep Sahu, did I answer your question? Every Sunday at noon. 12:59, 1 minute left, 10% left on the computer. We're going to make it. Yay, we're going to make it, everybody. Laura, what is the difference between group CBT and CBT on your own? Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think I've never heard of CBT being used in group therapy. Control brain. I thinking my exercise, excessive smartphone use is making it worse. Yes, being on the internet too much is shown to cause depression or make it worse, especially Facebook. I did a whole video called "Is Facebook Making You Depressed?" Hey, when I was growing up, there was no social media. There were no computers. There was no anything. We just went out and played basketball. Sandra, I wish I had the money for a personal trainer. I'm a depressed introvert, hard to meet people, let alone connect with. I do have a gym membership. Sandra, I want you to promise me that you will go to the gym before the next live chat. Will you? Just one time, or promise your good friend or your partner or your parent or somebody, make a promise to go to the gym one time. I think I'm born in the wrong generation. I wish I would have been 20 in the 70s or 80s. Well, you should have been born in 1949 like me, a child of the 60s. What's wrong with the generation you're in, and how old are you? Sandeep Sahu, you're more than welcome. Well, yeah, James D, she is a member of the gym. She just needs to get herself there. I think the 80s had the best music. The 60s, Lazy Air Ranch. Don't be ridiculous. Look at the 500 greatest albums of all time on Rolling Stone. Also less costly than individual therapy. Yes, group therapy is wonderful. I used to run support groups. Sandra James, doesn't work for me. Thank you for the suggestion, Joe. Planet Fitness is all I can afford. No classes. Well, wait. If you join 24-hour fitness, the classes are free. Sandra James, go join 24-hour fitness and ask someone to subsidize your membership. My wife has very little money. She's not working, but it's only $41.99 a month. All the classes are free. Thank you, Sandra. And go look for a new gym membership. Go ahead and email me and tell me when you go. You're only 20 years old, MG Nixon. You're like in the cradle. You're not even a millennial. Are you Generation Z? Going for a walk always helps in the beginning. Yes, get your butt out of bed and go for a walk. I don't think my post showed, sorry if it's a repeat. I'd like to know how to get whatever it is you mentioned on beating anxiety. Oh, Leah, you mean on the 82 page live chat? Yes, well, Leah, my dear, Here it is, douglasblog@gmail.com. Send me an email, tell me what you want, and I will do it. Hey, Sandra, I love that name. Keep me posted. Will you tell me where you live? Gyms can be pricey. They always have membership, deals. I mean, my wife got the first week for free. I don't know where you live, Sandra, but 24-hour fitness in Portland, Oregon, free classes. Thanks for everything you do, Doug. Well, thank you for the prayers. 40 is still too much. Planet Fitness is $20 a month with free hydro massage and chair massage uses. Well, I know you can manifest an extra $40, $20. I mean, think creative. I would send it to you, but that would be bad boundaries. But there's got to be some philanthropists in your life that can afford $20 a month. And if Planet Fitness is all you've got, go and maybe just ask, like, make friends with somebody in the locker room. Say, can you show me how to use this machine? Just show up and you'll meet people organically. Leah Benetti, are you Italian? The video seems to be ahead of the chat for me. Well, I guess we're 1 hour and 1 minute into the thing, so maybe, yeah, I think so. Well, anyway, something kind of got glitched out, but it's now 1 hour and 1 minute, and I have 7%. So, any last questions? Yeah, okay. Well, yes, I don't listen to Pixies much when I was young. I was born in 61. Well, learn to appreciate Dionne Warwick and many others. Aretha, yes. Well, all generations have decent music. I love Madonna and Sting from the 80s. Are you kidding me? Sting, made in Sicily. Hey, I want to go to Italy before I die. I've wanted to go since I've been 9. Tell me where to go. I'm 20 years old and already having my second major depressive episode. I hope this will be the last one. Well, I had my first at 18 and my second at 26. So you're right on. I'm like 1 year ahead of you. Working funny partner for Jim. Look, set the intention to heal. With this will, there's a way. I'm telling you, Senator, you can overcome this. Eddie Cato, Doug, do you think it's important to be aware of our friends and family that we're suffering? Yes, you need to make people aware who will support you. Do you think it's harmful if you take 2 pills for depression? Well, that depends on what your psychiatrist says. Many people take a cocktail for depression, actually, so many pills. So, I'm telling you, I know many people who take multiple medications, but talk to your doctor. Anyway, so thanks for all you do. Bye, everyone. Yes, Rachel, I love your name. You got 10 minutes to chat amongst yourselves before you get disconnected. See you next Sunday, November 17th. Until then, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thanks for tuning in. Turn on, tune in, drop out. I'm going to cough, but I'm going to stop this.